Just thought I'd be thorough and show you what actually does happen when it does do that. When you get a mod crash, you literally lose your game. Yeah, I'm just going to try and fix that, and we'll see if we can get back in and get back hopefully to the point where we actually were. So I can see you shortly. Hello and welcome. Now then, we've rolled it back right back to, I think it's oh no, they're not. It's actually July. It's the month before. Yeah, the last save would actually, what it does do is it saves the last point, which would have been yesterday. So this is the last save before that, and as you can see, that means that's interesting. Now that has actually this time worked. Whatever happened, yeah, it's got the straw in, but this time we've not had to remove this, because if you remember rightly, obviously I removed this when I had to remove this, and funnily enough, this is actually now working properly. So whatever we've done, the backup save game is absolutely spot on. So, and we don't even have to go back and do this straw or anything like that. That's all poised for action. But what I thought was, I don't mean it nasty, we all know that crops get ruined. The one thing I have got is the exact point, and I thought, it's not really fair that I have to do all of that work all over again when we all know exactly what actually happened. I thought, well, really, you don't have to. I mean, the beauty of this, the other beautiful thing is that actually we have now got the, I was obviously moaning about the hundreds of tons that you can. It isn't. Oh, no. It's only showing the soup. It's the parsnips and the carrots. No, it is exactly. Yeah, material's missing. So it is exactly as it was. Oh, it's so annoying. Right, so it will. I think it sells everything, which is you even got the value of the soups and that, which is what does this up a little bit more than normal. So we have got to do everything all over again, including the buildings and everything. Oh, so annoying. Oh no. Hang on a minute. Has it got nothing in it? Have we run out? No, it will show that though. No, we know it hasn't. It's got hundreds of tons in it. Yeah, this is the one where it would just not show the. Yeah, it says materials missing. It should have a total and everything. It's not working at all. So let's just fix this. Let's do it again. And also, do we put a blob? Being as we know this time what we've got to do on the concrete near the corner. So it's to be just to the right of that. So we need to remove you. Yes. We don't demolish, we just sell. Oh no, you do demolish actually. So it doesn't know about all it gave me then was, well, let's have a look. No, that's strange. Whatever it's done this time, we should have 360,000. So it has literally lost somehow this time. Hasn't realised that there was product in there, so we're going to give ourselves that back. We're going to stick that exactly as it should be, as we already know from the time it did do it. Right? That's strange. Why has it done it like this time? So it really did forget. It wasn't not far off 363,000. I remember it well. So for some reason, then this time it really did go wrong. Something's totally scrubbed the amount. So let's stick that back. Oh, we had 363 after placing the building. Or did we have 363 before it? I'll have to check in editing. We'll go with 363 for now, as in now. Now we've gone past it. And I think it's that one. We should know it. It should say zub. And we'll stick now. We didn't say how far forwards it was. It's there. And there. Now it's obviously going to say it's near things because it's near the tractor. If anything, it's a bit more like that. Right, now then we've got to lift that little corner, which we can see. It's not quite right. Yeah. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not. We've obviously got rid of the pusher. We'll keep that as we did before. 228, 251. We'll call it. It is what it is. But what I thought was, why not? Right, we need to do a little bit of leveling, a splash of leveling on that corner. It should then put it right down to normal. It should. If we do a big one like that. That's it, you have to do it wider. It's the middle that's important. Right, now let's go down and have a look. Yeah, it's slightly bulbous, but then it always is even with the normal. Yeah, but it's obviously done it so it's level there, like that. You'd need to smooth it slightly. Just to take that edge off that, but not near the... Yeah, that's probably not too far out. Let's see, and we've still got, it's still going to be a little bit bumpy, but it's going to be, if you hit those edges, they actually are quite hard. You know, they really do, the game registers it exactly. It's really quite clever. So what I thought was, then have we still got the 70 tonner? Yeah, because I don't know when the game has actually done this. All the headers and everything. I'm going to have to check this because I'm sure we had 200 and something thousand after, so something like 259 I think it was, and we'd bought the headers and we'd bought the 70 tonner, so it really has shortchanged us this time by quite a lot. I don't know why, but I do. It lost hundreds of tons, I think, which the game knew about it before, so it's almost like... It's a too odd second guess. So then, if we put 80 plus the headers was 5, that's 50,000. That's 130,000. Yeah, we should have. It's strange how your memory clutches at certain things. We had about 260 grand after we'd got that lot. So, and I remember seeing that, and we'd not done any selling. So, it literally was when we sold that, it gave us an absolute fortune because it at that point had remembered that we'd got hundreds of tons of red beet and which was the one? Was it carrots, I think, or was it parsnips? No, parsnips run out. It was carrots, right? So then we want, well, let's firstly buy them, and then we'll just put it straight up to 260. That'd be the easiest method. So then trailers. Yeah, very strange that this time it didn't remember. We bought it and in exactly like that. Are we going to buy the headers this time? Yeah, we want it to be exactly as it was, definitely. Because that's what I'm not explaining myself fully. I'm expecting it to be in my head. Bottom line is, I'm not going to do it again. We're going to let the crop be destroyed. What we're going to do, because we know I did do this, is it is a game that is a definite sort of thing where why should you as a human have to do this all over again when you did actually do it? And that's the beauty of a game. You don't. Only if you think you do. It's not like, let's also go and remind this, because these all needed feeding, because obviously this gone back in time, so everything we did before. Now there are some things you can't just ignore, because animals needing feeding is one of them. Yeah, that's actually okay. It didn't need doing, which means I probably fed them actually on this session, because it's gone back to the point in time where we have 85 out of 85 tons. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put something like the H2 Studios, and I'm going to go and see on the video that the video's okay, because obviously that's footage outside of the game. So I can go back in time and see exactly how much. I know we had 80 odd tons of potatoes and 80 odd tons of which one was the one that we had the least of? Parsnips again. Yeah, it was. And the others are 100 and something tons. Seemed a little bit less actually than the time we did it with the DeWolf. Almost like the DeWolf gave us a bonus, which is a bit strange. But yeah, I did. It's almost like the new one did definitely destroy crop or didn't do it as well as the others. I mean, we used different fields, but what I mean is the amounts didn't tally with what we got out of that field or what we got out last year. I mean, I'm sticking to what we got, but yeah, what I mean is it's not really fantastic. What I'm thinking, if we do it like this, having done this before in testing, you know, when you testing of maps, if we stick that over the grades like so. Now, there's nothing in it, obviously, so right, we need to also have it so it's over that like that. And then if we stick the H2 Studios in V mode right next to and above, we'll buy it, but obviously keep an eye on what we've actually got, which we should have 259. So yeah, I've got to not put that back as it should be. Don't want to be robbed twice. Right, H2 Studio, I think we've just gone past it. No, I haven't. Just a little bit further. It used to be here. Obviously, there's that many mods that have been put in since that it pushes them along, doesn't it? But it is definitely a container. My old friend I know only too well. Yeah, now, so if you stick it in like that, it's actually in the loading, basically, like that, and we should say start filling, basically, which is perfect. So all it means then now is you buy, because the beauty of H2 Studios, it does all bulk products. Well, so it should, if we say start filling, you should be able to do carrots and the others from it. At least I believe so. If not, we are scuppered, and we're going to have to do it all over again, which I will do off camera. It is as well. It's missing. It will eventually, I'm quite sure, be like done like that, but not at the minute. Right, okay, so there's no other way but for me to fix this. Right, I'm gonna, in that case it is exactly as it was before, so I'm gonna taz around. We do need to buy the headers, so we'll do that straight away again, but we'll then put it back when we bought these to 259, which is what we had left. So we want the standard. Do we like, is this where we fix it then? I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Unreal. No, we can't have that one because our thing doesn't go that fast. But I think so. Let's sort of yeah, we will, and we're just going to keep it this. Yeah, I'm not going to do the niceties that I did before. No, it's more a matter now of fixing this issue, and we'll do it like that. But then we'll put it to 259, and that's the payback. Right, so we then want in miscellaneous for the other two. Oh yeah, we should still have the cotton header. That should be, yeah, we have. Fantastic. Miscellaneous is quite close to the end, but not quite at the end. Just before. That's it. Brilliant. So passing it fast. Yes. And carrot fast. This is just to rectify the actual damage done, really, and also the fact that I spent half an hour getting everything ready before the actual session. So I'm not going to show you this because you've already watched me do all of this once before, so I'm going to see you after this, and we shall see the tallies when this has been done. So I'm going to see you in a bit. Interesting. We are definitely getting more than we did yesterday. Yeah, I'm not. This is the second, and I'm sure we've got some like 110,000. I am right that I've just literally gone on the video. We had 258,000, and we got all of the headers paid for. Obviously coloured that last time, and yeah, the leasing costs that I added back. So it was 258 plus then I added the grand 1,600. So I was 259. I remembered it, or sorry, 261 or 262. 258. No, it was 259. So we are £2 up higher than we should be now. So minus 2,000. Not any cheating. That's about right now. So fantastic. Now I believe Yeah, you were going to the shop because you were thinking of the shop. Yeah, so that is now where we should be, and it is right, because I've got all the headers, the 82 studios back, and I took a screenshot of that, which I'm going to actually add right now. Yeah, I'm not going to sort of show all of this, but I'm going to show some of the footage, obviously. Why is that? Why are they now not carried on? Now that we've emptied them, they surely have the abandoned ship as well. No, they're still in there, so why are they not carried on? We've just emptied them. That's a bit bizarre. What are you doing? I'm not waiting for a... How bizarre that you need to actually tell it. You shouldn't need to. Mind you, no, Causeway didn't do this at all, did it, before? It wouldn't do any of the harvesting of the new products. So I suppose that update from Causeway really has at least fixed that. But this is definitely doing more than it did. I did think it was down. So whatever was crashing and burning was also altering the field level. As in, like, the stuff on the fields. I've saved the game as well, just literally for a baseline to make sure that whatever mod is not damaging it now is now no longer damaging it. In other words, I can save and I can. I don't know when I did this, but this is what I was saying this yesterday. It is my fault that it crashed and burned, and that is because I added the Swather pack by BC Bueller, which obviously does a ground layer change. So that will be what it is. So it is my fault that the pain that was caused was actually caused by me. And I did say this yesterday in my final episode on Saxthorpe, was that I've got to stop putting things in and out where you just grab the deselect all and then, you know, reselect all, because you forget. Weeks after you've been in, you forget that you actually did certain things that you would consciously know would damage the game. And that when I was thinking of coming into this and it was originally not loading, a Swather pack was the obvious thing that I thought that's going to cause issues, because it's a ground layer thing. It actually alters the ground layer, and that's not going to like it, the premium pack. So I removed it, and I didn't remove that then in. Full enough, it actually worked fine. Now I've checked the log file this morning, and it is true. Now let's put that out. There's no mod clashes, so I'm presuming they were the only two mods I removed, which was the Swather pack and the thing goes with it. So, but we've definitely now got more than we did have, which is good. Right, so then, yeah, I'm going to stop recording again. I'm going to do the next field, and then I'm going to bring you back in again. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Yeah, this time 55 tons from this one field. Now I think we got about 80 from the two, so it's looking like definitely a little bit better than last time. But yeah, it's easy to say that really, like, after the fact. So the only thing I've given myself is the fact that we've got the fast headers instead of the normal, which I wouldn't normally do, but we're trying to make up time for the fact that we did do lost time because we've already done this. Now obviously the other thing is you do have, if you look at the silty field, you will have the 5.4 meter course. Oh no, let's go out and in again. I accidentally, yeah, so load course and activate. Oh, it loses it. It just looks like it's on it. It's really strange. Yeah, you get used to it. Right, you know the foibles of the tools you use. So right, that's that done. Let's quickly run this across and stick that into our thing. So we are going to have a little bit more, which that's worth doing this again, really. Now, but it is true. This is a note to self. But going forwards, it is true that I think if you go through the mods, instead of clicking like deselect all and grab all, which is because you've forgotten that there are a few things that you're trying to see if everything's okay, but you're forgetting that there's an obvious thing like the BC Builder swathing pack that really should not be on, and I know that that mucks around with a lot of games, only I need it for Fox Farms. Yeah, I do like the mod. It is one that I'm not going to switch off, but it is probably one that I ought to be in my removed mods folder, which is ones that I only switch in on maps where you need those particular mods, like the Game Saver I've switched back in this morning. Right, let's put that back. Yeah, so anyway, yes. No, but it's really an acknowledgement that I'm doing that it is my fault. So really, in a way, me doing this again is down to my own fault. There's no... Well, there is a mod clash, obviously. It's a mod that really shouldn't be in on this type of map. Yeah, it's obviously going to conflict with the premium pack, and it has. So yeah, what I'm saying is it's all my own doing that I've got to face this again, really. And it is a game though. I mean, yeah, I suppose if I'd have known that, I would have actually not given myself the fast headers, because it was only when talking to yourselves that I thought, yeah, but you had the BC Builders on, and you've not really said that out loud. You're acknowledging the fact that, yeah, it is my fault. It really is, and it is. So yeah, I've acknowledged this fact that it is my fault, and that way you sort of think, well, I suppose what we could do then is there are 4 or 5 headers that we bought fast. We've obviously not bought the other one, so it's potatoes, red beet, parsnips, carrots. That's 20,000. So I think that's right. We'll minus 20,000. Put our money where our mouth is. Yeah, we've now paid for them, which is only fair, really. Yeah, that's now motoring across that. Now, with that I do agree with. I mean, bottom line is, no matter what way you look at it, it is a game, and do you though? When it's your own fault, do you really at that point say, "Oh, the game owes me time," when really you owe yourself time because of a mistake you made? Yeah, that is true. Right, I'm going to bring you back in afterwards. I'm expecting this to probably be up as well, so I'll bring you back in when we know how much it is. But I mean, I'm going to also, yeah, obviously, one thing I am doing, I thought, well, if you're doing that again, just get the normal harvester and just do the the thing all over again, and literally just add this. This is the next session, the fixing of the damage that was done. It's admitting to the fault's yours, but people still want to know, well, how come you've got more than you did have? So that I'm going to do. So I'm going to bring you back in when the field's finished. See you shortly. Yeah, I thought I'd bring you back in. I've literally done 15 is, let me show you how much we've got so far on the parsnips. This is definitely up on the parsnips, so that was definitely mucking around with things, as well as in the right place. If we look in here, the storage already for the parsnips is 110. I think that's what we actually got in total, so we've got this extra on top, so it really was reducing the amount of... I did think it's strange, because obviously I've done this now for 2 solid years of us doing this. Now obviously we have got more fields this time than ever before, but we had smaller fields. Obviously we've used some for the farmyard, but nevertheless, and they were terrible fields, so, but they were still much more than what we got on yesterday's session, which I was thinking at the time, this is a bit odd. I'm sure this is down on what it, but of course you're busy in the midst of everything, so you've not really got time to acknowledge your thoughts. But it is true, yeah, this definitely is now. This, I would say about 35 tons. Well, it's going to mean there's 145 tons instead of the 110 tons that this was on yesterday's session. So I do remember that there were 2 that were 110 and 1 that was 80 odd. 2 that were 80. Even the Tates as well. I thought the Tates were down a little bit. Then, yeah, it could minus the anything that's below ground level, because obviously the swath impact does specific things to bonuses, and this is not one of those bonuses, so it could minus and also do weird things, which it obviously did. I mean, I was right. You do sort of get a feel for what is going to affect. Well, we'll do this. What is going to affect what, because it's a similar type of mod that does a similar type of job, and they're obviously the ones that are the most obvious one that is going to conflict with a similar type of mod. Yeah, I did the same when I was working through the crashes and burns down to the enhanced animal. system that was clashing with all the ones as well. Well, actually, that wasn't. That was down to it itself. It was literally legitimate that it did the bonuses that it did. Yeah, it was. It was just that it had improved though. That one I'm definitely going to say it really had changed, and I think that was what I was acknowledging. Because I'd seen it before. They did. I know there was an update where Peter had actually done something to it, and obviously what he'd done is increase the bonuses to pretty much match the Depredator. But obviously, Giants have balanced this game based upon, just the balance that they've brought in, and that was what had gone wrong when that was tweaked. It then becomes unbalanced, and it then becomes very difficult for you to use the mechanics to actually fix things. Right, anyway, yeah, let's I'm going to bring you back in. Yeah, so we've got another 35, so it's 100 yeah, it is. That's an awful lot better. Right, I'm going to bring you back in when we finish the little carrots over at the back. Yeah, so I'm going to see you shortly. Not sure with the carrots actually that these are going to be much more. The others definitely have that, but I think this is going to be. I think it was 50 odd, and this is 30 odd. So that's going to be about right, really, to what it was before. So some of these are changed and some aren't. So he obviously was playing around with things, but I don't think so much the carrots. But we shall see. I might have but I'm sure it's 50 odd tons, in which case this is 80 like it was, exactly the same as yesterday. But the other definitely is, yeah, it was 110, I remember it, because we'd not switched the factory on. I left it off on purpose so we could see the amounts, because obviously, as we all know, it churns along and does a little bit and muddies the water a bit, so you can't see exactly what was. So I thought, well, this time I'm not going to switch it on, I'm going to leave it ready for when I show everybody. Yeah, I won't say, yeah, it was obviously always the same, but I think this time this is going to be the same again. So we'll have a quick look now. Always forget about the braking with this. Alright, let's have a look as soon as we drop that in. Yeah, the potatoes is busy. He's supposed to be. Looks like he's actually just sitting there not doing anything. Right, we'll have a look. We'll go down in a minute. Right, and yeah, carrots 87. No, I think it was 80. So there's 7 grand. 7 grand or 7,000. Yeah, it is true. I've not got a blocked or anything. Perhaps he's just getting into, getting into position, perhaps. So yeah, there is a 7. Obviously, yeah, no, he's just sitting there. What are you faffing around at? Why are you not going? What is your problem? It's like he was twitching. Something had gone wrong then. Let's just save the game. Having been through this already, I don't want to go through it again. Fantastic. Alright. This and just basically start it off at the start point, which is not far off here. Now if we go first, it should this time, unless it's doing a weird thing. Doesn't like this. No, looks like, yeah, we're going to have to do this ourselves. Right, I shall bring it back in when I've finished this then. We shall see if this has increased or not. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Now this is a strange one. It's like not recognising the potatoes as potatoes. It's like, yeah, the 82 Studios is refusing to offload in that. So I'm not sure what's cracking up with this one. I'm going to try into the silo. We're in trouble if it doesn't recognise these as tates. I mean, tates are tates, really. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you've got to change or add a new category, not like adding a new crop. So I don't understand why. But then we did see the Homer crashed, and I've saved the game again in case it's crashed the engine, which it appears to have done. Right, so we need to force unload then. Luckily, we've got our belt system, so if we force unload onto this field, which is our land, we should be alright. Yeah, it's making a noise all the time. Oh, we might need to buy, that's one thing we can buy. I think if I exit the game and come back in, that actually might work. Yeah, because it's going to reset the mod. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, it's not making the noise anymore, so I'm hoping that it's now working again. I'll keep you with me for this last little bit, because this is the last little bit of potatoes. Yay, thank goodness for that. It is amazing. I do enjoy sort of seeing the mod clashes, you know, as in it gives you, you know what things are going wrong and what is happening, really. That's really feeling there. Right, so then, let's just feel this. Yeah, we're definitely going to get more, well, I think we're going to get more out of this, because we're like about halfway. I would imagine there's more than 20 tons on the field. That's what I'm saying, really. And that means that this has also, mind you, yeah, like the carrots, that had a 7-ton bonus. Obviously, it's the bonus or the, yeah, to what we saw yesterday, it's not a bonus, it is actually what we should have had. Yeah, but what we're seeing up from yesterday is obviously that was like 7 tons out of 80, so almost about 5%, like it was destroying 5% of the bonus, which on a big field is obviously quite a considerable amount. On a little field, as we saw, it was only 7. On the other one, it was 30. So because the field was bigger and the things were better, so yeah, we should, well, really be up above 20 odd tons off this little bit, and that would mean that we've got a bit of a bonus that was different to what we saw yesterday, where we did just get 80 tons. So we had yeah, 59 tons in this ish. Yes, nice to be able to. Why is this one 20 miles an hour? We didn't buy did we buy the super duper one? No, potatoes might be faster normally. Could be that. And it could have been that. It could have been the speed of this. I mean, Courseplay might have broken its programming that then crashed this mod. That's the weird things with mod crashes. It's working out which did what to whom, all that type of thing. Is the side of the game that I'm obviously not that much a fan of. I don't get anyone is really, but obviously that is, yeah, that is a game. Couldn't it be that? Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit more than 20 odd tons, which is about right, because this is, if you remember, no, actually this is not a bad field. We looked at it yesterday, it's all green and yellow, all loamy sand and sandy loam, so it's not terrible. Yeah, it's not like mine, it's like a silty clay, where that's just all, so yeah, not a lot, really. A little bit, far less than the 7 tons of the carrots, but then that could be down to the, well, I never did a lot. Yeah, definitely is, and that, as I said, it's all the factors, isn't it? Really, the potatoes are obviously not as generous as the carrots and parsnips and red beetroot, as I would call it. So that's gonna have about 10 tons left in this. Yeah, so. Right, I'm going to bring you back in when I've stuck all of this back into the... Yeah, I think we'll drive with this one actually. When I've stuck it all back into the factory, the soup factory. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Right, yeah, I brought the 70 tonner across, put the loose in from the harvest. I had a bit of fun and games, got one of the things stuck inside the shed. Yeah, it's gone inside the actual wall of the building, so that'll have to be reset next time. Just check that actually saves. Never thought of that, because it can crash the engine. Yeah, we're lucky it's not too major a mod issue. Yeah, so all we've got to do is grab the... I've cleaned the sorghum field up. Just got to grab the trailer across the road, and then that is us back to the point where we were yesterday. At the end of the session, only this time, obviously, that one there. Yeah, that is terrible. I have moved that about 3 times. Yeah, oh, it's done it. It has actually done it. I thought, if I pull that far enough across, it can't do it. It has damaged crop. Again. It's terrible. It really doesn't like the backs. It doesn't. I'm going to have to remember that for future. I suppose what I could do, though, I mean, when you consider, as I said, the reel backs to that are only 25 tonners. It is a hook lift, so it is a miracle it works at all, but I suppose that's the price that you pay, and it really isn't working properly. yeah, put the oddments in from the harvest. It was about the same. That's not altered at all. So the sorghum, obviously it's the premium pack that was somehow being played around with, which does make sense when you consider it is underneath the ground crop, whereas this is on top of the ground crop. Now then, back in the same one. I was trying to jump into the harvester to put the pipe in, so as it didn't do that. Typical. Best laid plans of mice and men, as that old saying goes. It's so very true. Also, when you're rushing, when you know you're against the clock, it's quite amazing sometimes how we'll stick this where it used to be. Not too high though. Yeah, that's not bad. So it is out of the way. That's rattling and rolling a bit as well. This used to go here. Yeah, the fence in the way. I have got its engine going, so let's stick this. Oh, haven't. Oh, of course, I've been out of the session. Yeah. To reset that potato, the exactor, the Homer exact. Exactor. Sure. One or the other. Yeah, so that is it. We'll just have a quick look at. No, we're actually going up the wall, which will in real life damage this. That header is really having a bit of a shake, rattle and roll, and I'm knocking equipment around because I'm trying to rush because I'm chatting, as I frequently say. Should be. Alright. Right, so you should now be good. Yeah, that's empty. So everything should now show. The real thing, we'll switch everything on. We're going to save it now. Ooh, that scared me for a minute then. It's amazing how it seems to take forever when you've seen it. Yeah, so 137 red beet, 140. They're definitely 30 odd tons up. The carrots are 7 tons up, and the potatoes I must have left. Yeah, I put the 2 tons odd in the actual thing rather than this. So that's the only one that's pretty much the same, really. And they should be storing. We want them to be spawning. But we're not going to take this through till tomorrow because it has been a bit of a monster actually, especially with all the mod crashes and stuff like that. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Yeah, I did want to show this because I do try to. I know I've not been as transparent as normal, but I didn't really think you'd ever want to do exactly the same as we did before. Plus, which you've got the guide of yesterday's figures, and obviously that's why I wanted to bring you in. Just to show that the stats were up, but it does make sense, really. So the only harvest we've got, as we said yesterday, is the cotton harvest. So hopefully you'll join me again in the next session where that header hopefully would have fallen out the wall. I don't think you can reset it because it doesn't class it as being there. I don't think, if I remember rightly, if you click on it, it doesn't actually let you click on it. If I click on that one, it does. If I click on that one, oh, it is now. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, well, we'll fix that. That's good. Yeah, I was trying to be clever. I was testing. I was saying, can you, if you put it in the right place, do a shop reset? The shop mod. I can't remember its name. Store deliveries. That's the one. Yeah, I thought if you put it in the right place, can you deliver it? Because I know if you face it when you place it, it actually does the header bit to you, the 3 points, or the pick up. In this case, I'm not sure it's a 3 point. It'll do it facing you, so I know that through using it quite a lot. So I thought, well, if I place this in the right place, well, and of course it went into the wall, didn't it? So I mean, and I would never have done that with you guys and gals being with me, but I'd like to know these things. Like, you know, does that actually work? You know, because it is useful. I mean, it's not exact, obviously. Well, we really proved that one by the test that I just did, but it is nice to know. Let's try not to do it again. Yeah, I thought actually, when you consider how often, I mean, this is the last harvest anyway, so really there's no real problem with this now, but I'm trying to get tidy. Oh, no. That's it. Straight out of the way. Beautiful steering this is with these stupendous. For such a big beast, it's like having a dream machine. It really is. You know what that is, so we're going to leave it. 239, 269. We have got that churning next session. We shall crack on business as usual, and hopefully I will have learnt my lesson. And obviously straw, we've got to be careful. I think we're going to take the straw, I hope I remember this, to the other one rather than that one. And the other thing, I don't think we've got a windrow, have we? Let's also reset that now. Yeah, let's have a look. I don't think we have got a windrower in our set of things, so I think we're going to lease on camera. Are we going to go through till tomorrow though? No, we'll do it next session. I think we're going to lease that one that I was talking about, and we are going to lease the one that I think is, if I'm wrong on this, because you can never tell. That's one thing obviously in real life. You talk to the shop store assistant and you'd say, oh, does this work the same way as the merge max? And they'd say, oh, it does actually, yeah. But whereas obviously now we can't ask that question. We can just think, oh, it looks like the merge max. Is it the same? So if it isn't the same, then I'm going to give myself the leasing cost back, because you can never tell really. It's more that it sort of then becomes more of a mod review than it does become a proper true. So wow, Gordon Bennett. Wow, it's a bit pricey. Should we do it now? Let's escape from the hell that we've been through, even if it's a hell of my own making. Shall we have a little bit of fun and see if that actually does do what I'm hoping it does? And if not, we will do the Merge Max. I can't see it not. It looks very much like the Merge Max, and I can't see why it would be so expensive if it didn't do anything special like that, is what I'm thinking personally. Right, so then we are going to need that. Yeah, you always had to unfold to do the... It is a merger, so to me it suggests toggle work mode. Work mode left, which is... Well, yeah, that'll do. Right, yeah, I would prefer right, because that you naturally want to work that way. So I am right. Let's have a little quick go, but I'm not going to do the whole field. I just, yeah, because as much as it is your own fault, the bottom line is the stress and the pain that you cause yourself. Yeah, that's real. It really is real. There's no denying the fact that it absolutely does hurt. Yeah, you sort of like going, oh. And you know it's your own fault, especially like this morning when I really have worked it out and thought, yeah, it really is your own fault. So, yeah, what we're going to do is, next session, we are going to push this into the middle of the field as much as possible. So that's almost getting two, actually. It's a beautiful idea, the Merge Max, and this is sort of as expensive, so it's really another Merge Max. Yeah, I think you've got to be a real... I mean, I'm a computer nerd, and I am. You could say I'm nerdy about this game, but I'm not that nerdy that I get excited about the fact this does the same thing as that one. And to me, it's just, and it's the same expense, so I'd probably go with the Merge Max, which I think is marginally sort of slightly bigger. Yeah, I think we will leave it there. You are getting carried away. Yeah, I am. It's true. I've said this before. I'm single-minded. I'll just literally wobble around the entire field now and just crack on. So. We'll leave it there. So all that remains to be said, we've got some fun to be had next session with that, yeah, we've got that going again. We're still this time in August, so I'm not going to do anything, so obviously we're going to get hit with costs and all the rest of it. I'm going to leave myself here as a message to future me not to speed up to tomorrow morning, because I know what I'm like. Right, so yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.